Namaste, beautiful ones. Thank you so much for being here. Welcome back to Work Your Light. In this video, we are going to have some short energy check-in. This is now the second try that I have. And the first time I wasn't prepared with zodiac signs, like, why? But that's totally fine. So I have now the zodiacs in front of me. Let's go through them step by step. So Aries, I've been starting with you the first video, and what has been coming up in the first one was for you the Chariot, which is pretty interesting because the Chariot was also a card that I've been pulling on the 23rd of February 2021 in this reading, which really was talking to you about planning, getting spiritually and practically balanced. Next point for you is the Chariot card. Aries is also talking about balancing your feminine, masculine energies. So we're talking about introspection. We just had the new moon in Gemini, so I'd really like to refer to this one because the Chariot is the Cancer energy. Okay, we are talking here about emotions connected to the new moon in Gemini. We are really here talking about speaking your emotions, okay? And also trusting that you are capable and balanced enough for taking certain steps. Again, they're giving me this Page of Swords feeling. Some of you Aries might maybe think or feel like you are still immature, or maybe you are not ready for something, or maybe you are not capable of something. But the point here is I'm still like really advising you having a look at this video, because then I've been pulling the Knight of Wands, which is a complete, like, seriously different energy from the Page of Swords to the Knight of Wands. The Knight of Wands is like action over action and inspired action and confidence. Okay, this is your solar plexus chakra, which is very interesting, which then leads us again to the Chariot card. Balance your feminine, masculine energies. So we seem to be talking here a lot about your confidence. And let me tell you, Aries, we're in the same boat, all of us together. So but those energies are approaching each and every one of us in a different way. Okay, so Aries, for you, the Chariot, keep your balance in check. Meditating, maybe for some of you it really means more movement. Maybe for some of you it really means more. Aries, look at what you already did. You know, come back to this point and remind yourself of the strength that you have been building. Okay, this strength really wants to be used by you. Okay, so beautiful. Thank you so much, Aries, for being here. That was your guidance for now. I'm wishing you a blessed day. Namaste. Taurus. So, Taurus, your card is the Ace of Swords. Ace of Swords, this is your guidance. A lot of information actually in one card, and what I'm very much drawn to, and I have never been drawn to those flakes over here, those gold specks. It really looks to me like gold specks. And you know, the point is, if you know, Ace of Swords is really telling you, Taurus, that there is an opportunity for you. This is really what I feel, to the point is, Taurus, it kind of feels like you were too much in the practical, so that this is now your challenge, and in the same time it's your relief. It's what I hear. Okay, so what is the Ace of Swords actually asking you? Ace of Swords is asking you to trust your intuition, not your anxieties. It's very important for you, Taurus, to differentiate between your anxiety and your intuition. Okay, so it's pretty easy to discover whether it is an anxiety or not. If what you feel you should do is coming up from a space of let's try to avoid XYZ, then this is anxiety. If you want to do something because it is supporting XYZ, it is most likely something that is of a higher vibrational nature. Okay, so it is easy to point out whether we are talking or we are feeling here anxiety or intuition simply by being honest with yourself. This is the new moon in Gemini. Ask yourself, what is it that I can leave behind? Self-doubt is what I hear first and foremost. Self-doubt that I can leave behind. And really kind of, there is a word that I feel, it is more a feeling than a word that I have. Taurus, we want you to really bath in your confidence. We want you to really trust that you are capable of this current life situation, that it is not here to push you down or to destroy you. No, it is here for you to get awake, okay? To get awake and say stop. For some of you, it is really about saying stop and setting boundaries. Very interesting. Very interesting. And the thing is, now I really get what the smoke around the sword is really differentiate between whether this is smoke that you believe it is, smoke in regards to this is just an illusion. Smoke, this fire where is already like turned out. Okay? This is now, it's for you. I get it. Okay. So the point is, this is not the second time that I've been doing a video, okay? And in the first video, I had you, Taurus, pulling the seven of swords, which now in that case fits beautifully to the Ace of Swords, because the Seven of Swords is telling you, Taurus, you've been learning from the past, okay? So trust that no one, if you remain confident and really loyal to yourself, not in an overly protective way. This is a very important point, yeah? Don't be overly protective about yourself or feeling overly entitled to do something. It's from a balanced point of view. This is the point, okay? So in that case, you're really ask Taurus to understand the difference between anxiety and your intuition, okay? Because see the gold specks before the smoke, okay? This is the point. Since we have swords here, the question for you, and since you are Taurus, you're an earth sign, get grounded, Taurus, okay? Get grounded, get back to yourself, ask yourself, okay, who am I? Is this what I'm currently in or doing really what I intended to be or do? Okay? If you're talking about a relationship or a work or a job, it really doesn't matter how small or big your situation is. Differentiate between your anxiety and something that is really bringing you forward. Okay, Taurus, thank you so much for being here. That was your guidance. I'm wishing you a great day. Namaste. So the next one is Gemini. Just let me shuffle the deck real quickly. Gemini. Funny. Two of Pentacles. So Gemini, Two of Pentacles is linked to decision making, because we have the Pentacles. This is like the tangible realm to me. And this reminds me of a video that I've been watching yesterday. It was about Elon Musk, where he was talking about, he had the choice whether he wanted to put his money into SpaceX, I think this is what it's called, or Tesla. And he knew that if he would put the money in only just one company, the other one is going to die. And I'm a Gemini rising. I know that right now, and that's why we have the Two of Pentacles. I'm emotional, okay? I think that's fine. I think I just need to get cool with it. And I'm seeing like very much, do you see this? Like reflections from light here in the back. Yeah, so let me just continue the story. The point is that he said that, or he puts the money in both of the companies and eventually both will die. In the end, he put his money in both of the companies and both survived. So the Two of Pentacles, in this case, Gemini, is not only about taking maybe a hard decision, but maybe it is also about knowing what it is that you are having right now. Having a close look at them, you know, having a close look at your current situation and being honest with yourself about the situation does not necessarily mean one or both of them are going to die or anything is going to die. The point here is Gemini, and this is the most important fact in this situation. You know, it's not really always about like making the decision whether something, you want to leave something or you want to take something or not. Sometimes it is just simply about reflecting on your current life, about the things that you're currently doing, and asking yourself, is this actually what I intended to be or do? And sometimes the answer is painful, but there is relief underneath it. Always. Always. It may not seem like that in the moment, but Gemini, I would really, if there is someone you feel close to and you can really trust to be you in front of this person, talk to this person. Maybe just about talking it out. I mean, Gemini, we are like having many tabs open in our head, and sometimes it's very important maybe to talk about it or writing it down. We are very vocal. We are pretty communicative. Especially the risings is what I feel. So pull back, break who you are and what it is that you want to be down to the bare minimum, to the naked structure of what it is that you're wishing for, hoping for, dreaming of, planning, the naked basics, and then building up from there. Don't look at the situation that you're currently in, Gemini. It's just, first of all, the question. Who am I and what is it that I want? And am I still there? And if not, how can I move these little screws in order maybe to tighten something or to loosen something, maybe to exchange something? Maybe some of your ideas are necessary to be replaced or invented. Another thing. Good. So again, Two of Pentacles, Gemini, for you is, of course, it's about physical and mental balance, emotional balance. In general, it's about balance. It is about polarity. Oh yeah, another thing for you Gemini, since we're talking here about polarity, guys, I do really believe that some of you might have those voices inside of you that are telling you you're not good enough and giving you many reasons to maybe to end something before it even had the chance to fully blossom. Do not throw something away, Gemini, because you feel anxiety. First of all, ask yourself, whether you're trying to, when you're trying to reject something, it is most of the time out of fear. Rejecting, neglecting, avoiding. This is guys, we are not spiritual bypassing. We are approaching. We know thyself, Gemini. Okay, this is very important. Know thyself, because this is what I heard. There is your strength. This is your strength, because Gemini, you know who you are. Yeah, maybe we're overthinking from time to time, but there is always a higher vibrational end of the stick. Okay, light this one up. Light the higher vibrational part of the stick. Light it up. This part that is chatting a lot. Okay, you can turn it around. Mind over matter. You can turn it around. It is up to you. It is your head. It is your heart. It is your confidence. It is your purpose, and it is your now, your future, and your past. So let's get over what happened. Let's get over it. Do not neglect it, but let's get over it. Okay, let's get over the fact that sometimes we might have done things that weren't cool. Okay, but the point is, how does it help you when you punish yourself for something like that? Do you want to evolve? So support yourself. Do you want your kids to be independent, to be strong, to be confident? Support them with good words. With good words. That was pretty German. With good words. Anyways, great. So that was for you, Gemini. Thank you so much for being here. Wishing you a great day. Stay blessed. Namaste. Cancer. Let me just shuffle my deck. Let's have a card for Cancer. What is Cancer's guiding? Whoa, whoa, whoa. Okay, so, yeah. Death card. Beautiful. Very, very, very beautiful. So funny. It's the first time that I see this one in the back. It's the first time. I'm working with this deck like since 3 years. Cancer, this is a synchronicity. Also for me, I'm a Cancer sun. This is synchronicity. In something that is already familiar to you, that you already know, that you've been working for, or that you've been working on or working with for a very long time. There seems to be something new for you to discover. And in all actuality, I think I don't even need to talk about something like that, because that's actually every time the fact. You are, there's a German saying, du steigst niemals zweimal in den gleichen Fluss. You're never entering a river, or you're never entering the same river twice. Which simply is talking about that you are stepping into a river and it's safe, not the same water that has been running down like 2 days ago when you have been stepping in that river. It is always different water, which is seriously talking about simply about our evolution, that we are always evolving, always. So you can never, you cannot be the same person that is right now doing this thing that you've been doing for years. For example, for me, it's like, this is like tarot reading. It's different, okay? It's absolutely different than maybe 2 years ago or something like that. I'm different. So another thing that the Death card is actually talking about, the thing is that there, in both the Death card and the Tower card, there is the notion of endings. The Death card is and this is where I see the difference, okay? The Tower card is a card of endings, abrupt, sudden shifts, changes, endings. But the Death card is something that really is karmic, first and foremost. Cancer, for you, the message here is there's light at the end of the tunnel, and there's the sun waiting for you. Let me just have a look at whether I see any other synchronicities. What I do see is like the color yellow seems to be very prominent, Cancer, which is very much talking about confidence. So this actually links pretty much to the thing that I've been talking about like just a few minutes ago, that you're different. You're not the same person. And I think this is the only information actually that you need to receive in all its simplicity. This is the most important information for you. You are not the same like before. You're different. So you're acting different. You're manifesting different. You're approaching different. You're feeling different. You're talking different. The way you show up is completely different, Cancer. Okay, so remind yourself of that and trust. The horse that he's riding is white, it's like very pure. There's a lot of purity, what I find. It's very interesting, huh? We're talking about the Death card, and then we have the sense of purity, of clean. I think the story is here like, only because there's something ending, it doesn't need to be ugly. It doesn't need to be ugly. It does not need to be dramatic. It does not need to be a soap opera. It is just you maybe ending something. And this, since the Death card, 8th house energy is for me pretty karmic, which is very much linked to me to Scorpio and like that. You're doing this right now with a horse that is really which is really having the best intentions for you. So maybe it's time for you to trust, Cancer. Maybe it's time for you to trust not only in yourself, but also trusting that the people you've been manifesting around you are not less capable than you in taking smart decisions. Great. Whoever this is for, whoever this is for. So Cancer, thank you so much for being here. I'm wishing you a great day, a beautiful week, and see you in the next one. Namaste. Leo, welcome to your reading. We have the Six of Cups for you. So the Six of Cups, Leo, is about past life relationships, about maybe me wearing a jacket because I'm feeling pretty fresh. Past life relationships, healing your inner child. It is a little bit like Leo, which is very interesting. I do see here this woman like wanting to hand this kid, like, it looks like a big soda, I don't know, soda with cream or something like that. Leo, the thing here is that I do somehow have the feeling like, oops, very interesting. Wow, very interesting. I find this interesting that I just dropped the card. It feels a little bit like you don't trust. It feels a little bit like there is there's someone in front of you holding like a big cup of something that you actually love. And you're just like, I don't trust this. This never happened to me. Why should it happen now? Or I never had that luck. So why should it be now? You know, Leo, I've been pulling in the previous days, I've been pulling the Strength card pretty frequently, to be honest. And we are all dealing with confidence topics in the previous days. And I do get this, Leo, but you know, since number 6 to me is also about love, rekindling relationships is actually what I heard. Rekindle relationships. Maybe there is someone you want to rekindle the relationship with. But first of all, what is the main message here? Is there is something, seems to be something in your life right now where you are not sure whether you can trust this. But the thing is here, when I have the 6 of Cups, you know, this is a karmic cycle that you're currently breaking, Leo. This is seriously a karmic cycle. And again, we have a yellow, big, fat, yellow house. And the pink in the is so interesting. You know, we are having here the colors of blue and green and yellow and pink. And this pink to me is like very much about insights, channeling. The thing here is, how can you trust the guidance from your guides or the guidance from your higher self when this, what is in front of you, makes you feel like you cannot trust, or makes you feel like, but you know, the point, Gemini, the point, Leo, is that you can drop this cup, you can drop it, but maybe, Leo, this time it is here and it's stressing you out. This is what I feel. It feels like it's stressing you out because it's a little bit like too good to be true. And on the other side, you know, the thing is like when we are in anxiety mode about something that is in front of you and that actually wants to do something good to us. When we are in anxiety mode, our ego, our anxiety is trying in any way to convince you that it's the same. It's the old. But Leo, keep in mind that you cannot impossibly, absolutely not, manifest something into your physical reality that is the same like 5 years ago. How? Energetically, how? I mean, like, we are all so evolved nowadays and also educated what it is about energy, what it is about what is energy actually doing, and how do I work with energy, what are the laws. Okay, so remind yourself of the energetic laws, and then you will pretty much came to the logic conclusion that it's impossible for you to manifest exactly the same like 5 years ago. Like, how? Tell me, like, Leo, for real, how? How is this even possible? How? If you cannot answer yourself this question, or if you feel like, think about it, Leo. Think about it. Maybe this is a cup that is really meant for you. Okay? And maybe this time it's good. The only reason why we are afraid to approach with open heart and open mind is because there's maybe sometimes a part of us that still thinks we don't deserve this. Okay? And this is something to learn. Exactly. Leo, thank you so much for being here. That was your guidance. That was your reading, your energy check-in. And I am seeing you in the next one. Bye. Virgo. Hey, Virgo. So welcome to your quick energy check-in. Let's have a look at which card you would like to have. So the 8 of Cups popped out like it's crazy. There are so many synchronicities. So many cards that are just like popping up frequently, and this is like the 8 of Cups. Like, really. By the way, I don't know. I didn't show anyone the back of the deck, but here we have the 2 of Wands. This is very interesting. 2 of Wands, 8 of Cups. The message that I get here for you, Virgo, is actually pretty short and crisp. This is how I feel it. Be sure what it is, what you want. Check in with where you're standing. If that where you're standing is what it is that you want, and if not, walk away from what doesn't serve you. Okay? Let me just have a look. Also for you, I see predominantly yellow and pink. And pink to me is about channeling energy, third eye, crown chakra, all of this, like everything that is up on here, above like my crown chakra. So I think Virgo, since you are I do get the word nitpicky. Since you seem to be a little bit nitpicky, or maybe just like maybe indecisive, this could also be the point. I think that again, I have been dropping the card. Yeah. What comes out is the 9 of Cups, by the way. Seems to be also for you. But what I get for you, Virgo, is know your worth. Because we have also here the Wands, which is very much connected to the root chakra. We have the Cups, which is connected to our heart chakra. Know your worth, okay? And first of all, that's the first step. Know your worth. Then remind yourself of who you are and what you believe you are here to do. Guys, this can change within the next 2 years. That it's totally fine. But it's This is not to, okay, I am XYZ and this is what I want ABC for the rest of my life. This is not how life works, okay? We are all the time evolving, okay? It's not, you are not taking one decision and this thing is going to last forever. Never. Not in its original form. Never. You're the same thing, like I think is something that I said to Leo or Cancer. You are never entering the same river twice. Okay, never. There's always an evolution after every phase that you have been living. Okay, so maybe it's important for you really, Virgo, to check in with yourself. Okay, have a look at where you're currently standing. These things here for me are like so internal, so heart space, heart-centered energies that I would really recommend you, in order to, maybe if there is some decision that you need to take, first of all, have a big look at your joy. Okay, Virgo, have fun. I don't know, change the weather, go out, go for a walk, whatever it is that you would like to do. There is a higher recommendation absolutely for you to what I heard is trust your path. Trust your path. And really fill your cup, Virgo. Fill your cup, because then you will be able to recognize the beauty in what you've already been creating. And I think this is the most important point for you, because this is going to improve and amplify your confidence, which will then lead for you to really follow what your heart is saying. Okay, right now it is about emotionally walking away from what doesn't serve you in order to then get into action, into balanced action, Virgo. And this is the most important point, because this is a Virgo thing. This is what the archetypes are saying, that Virgo can tend to be indecisive. So if you want to take a decision, break what it is and what it is that you want to be, and where you are currently, breaking it down to just maybe 2 or 3 single things, and then building it up from there. Exactly. So Virgo, thank you so much for being here. That was your guidance reading. I am wishing you a great day. Namaste. Libra. Welcome, Libra, to your reading. Welcome to your energy check-in. Let's have a look at which cards. Oh, what is the message for you? I do feel like today, like there are more like those cards that are just like jumpers, you know. But for you, Libra, there's no card that likes to jump. Okay, so I'm going to pull it. 2 of Swords. Okay, so Libra, the 2 of Swords are, and this is what I'm getting predominantly, the 2 of Swords are asking you to see the things as they are. Be brave, be courageous, and see the situation or your feelings, maybe partnership, your work, your current life situation. A purchase is what I hear for some of you. Very funny, to be honest. Be honest with yourself, Libra. This is the first most dominant topic. Be honest with yourself. Just drop the blindfold and see the things as for what they are. Because it is not always necessary to be afraid of the truth or something that is coming out, or I don't know, something that needs to be said. It does not always need to be dramatic AF. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. So Your guidance, Libra, actually feel your feelings. Allow yourself to feel your feelings. Allow yourself to be honest with yourself. And this is going to bring you very much relief. This is where freedom hides in really taking this freedom, using this freedom to express who I am, especially, and first and foremost, Libra, in front of ourselves. Because if we cannot be honest with ourselves, how can we expect to manifest what it is that we actually want? If we don't even allow ourselves to also shine the traits that we have that might sometimes look a little bit unwanted. Some of them are ugly, but they're us. They're our ugly. It is not. It doesn't freaking matter what other people are saying to you, because you are different. We are all different. I mean this like we are all different is a sentence like that really lost its air. That really lost kind of, yes, we are all different, but not everybody gets it. We are speaking the sentence like day in and day out. We are so different. Yes, we are, but why is it that maybe sometimes, besides the fact that I have issues with other people maybe sometimes being different than me, what about me? How well am I managing the feeling of being different? How normal do I feel it is, or is it grammatically incorrect? But in this case, I'm also different. My English is different than yours. So that is the point, Libra. That is the point. And I mean, like we are having in the Two of Swords, we are having here air energy. So I think really getting grounded in order to then approach your emotions. You know, she's turning her back towards the sea, to the water, emotions. You know the game. And crossing these two swords in front of her chest because she just don't want to feel it. She's just so afraid of maybe feeling pain. And that's why she's also just blindfolding herself. She has been doing this to herself, by the way. You know, she is not, no one did this to her. She is doing this by herself. So ask yourself, Libra, where are you blindfolding yourself? Where are you not allowing to see something that is very important for you to see? To talk about it, to think about it, to reflect on it, Libra, in order to then have a relief. Because truth is really something walking hand in hand with freedom. And the hardest truth to reveal is the ones about ourselves. When we are having this talk to ourselves, those are the hardest ones, not the ones that are about others. That's not the point. The truths about others would never kind of penetrate us energetically as our own truth. Okay? So beautiful. Libra, thank you so much for being here. I'm wishing you a great day and I see you in the next one. Scorpio, welcome exactly. So welcome to Mercury retrograde. No, we are now in the end of Mercury retrograde. I'm so grateful. I'm so grateful. Just let me shuffle my deck quickly. Scorpio, welcome to your intuitive reading. Welcome to your energy check. And let's have a look at which card is for you, the Nine of Swords. There's something that you might be worrying about. And we have the moon in the back of the deck. Okay. So what you're currently dealing with probably is something that it feels a little bit like there is something in your head that is kind of nagging. It's like kind of nagging, and it makes you worry about stuff. It feels like there is, the unknown. It's like the unknown, okay? This is what I feel. So maybe you are worried about the unknown, Scorpio. Maybe you are afraid of the unknown. Maybe there is something in a lot of stuff that is currently changing in your life, and you're afraid that that you cannot keep track. Could be the case. But what first and foremost I see, like those two cards are dark, first of all. So, okay, very interesting. I get the 5 of Cups, and I do absolutely use this card because this is like a collective message, okay? Or especially for you, Scorpio, but this is a collective theme, is what I wanted to say. And the collective theme, Scorpio, is actually that many of us are dealing currently with things that we've been experiencing many lives ago. We didn't have a good experience. And now we think, since we're in the same situation, we still need to be like on guard. That is the 5 of Cups, okay? The point here is that, Scorpio, for you, I have the feeling like you're currently kind of focusing on the cups that have been, where you have this spilled milk, you know, this is the 5 of Cups, you know, crying over spilled milk. The point is that your focus is so predominantly on those cups that have been fallen that you cannot see there are 2 cups for you that are really asking you, or that really here to support you, and you are asked to see them, okay? The point here is, Scorpio, if you are in this energy, you will freaking never be able to perceive these 2 cups. So what am I gonna do here? Yeah. Create change. Create change. Ask yourself, am I the same am I the same person like I don't know, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 10 years ago? Am I still, for some of you, Scorpio, and this is seriously that I really get as a message for Scorpio, something from your childhood. There is something, it's a little bit like, it feels a little bit like a disappointment about the it feels like some of you, Scorpio, have had a childhood experience about not being able to rely on someone else. Maybe some of you have been experiencing this as an adult. Maybe some of you have been experiencing this as a kid or as a teenager, where you really needed support and they just didn't get it right. They just didn't make it good. They just didn't understand you. Maybe they just didn't get you. Could be the case. Could be the case. But in that case, Scorpio, for you, there are emotions hidden within you, and it's very important to let them out and to address them, because they are going to give you relief. It's so important for you to see these 2 cups, because they're so precious. These 2 cups, Scorpio, for you are very precious. Just like, don't have a look at the things that have been gone wrong. I mean, this is in the past, Scorpio. It's in the past. It's done. Life is offering you frequently new possibilities to act on a more higher vibrational plane. You know? So Scorpio, what I do feel for some of you maybe is anxiety about losing something, maybe anxiety about not being able to keep track with the industry is what I heard. Maybe for some of you it's about a company, could absolutely be the case. But you are not helping yourself by being worried, Scorpio. You are helping yourself in having a look at the stuff that you have been achieving and focusing on that and milking that energy. Okay, because this is the energy that is going to, in the end, bring you to the point where you can take action, where you're feeling more in flow with what it is that you want. Also, another thing, Scorpio, and this is a thing for each and every one of us, check in whether this what you are doing currently is really what you first intended to be or to represent. Check in and be honest with yourself, Scorpio. This is a task for each and every one of us. Be honest with yourself about who you are and what you're currently doing. And take responsibility. This is also a big point. Take responsibility in that case. And if, for example, you feel that XYZ, what you're currently doing, is not from a higher vibrational point of view, change it. Some of you may be afraid to change it because some of you may be afraid that you're going to lose something. The point is that something is telling me that there are 2 cups for you, Scorpio, that are really here to help you. And that can absolutely, for some of you, these are people, okay? Seem to be people or an opportunity given to you to be honest with yourself and reflect on yourself without any shame or guilt about maybe mistakes that you have been doing, maybe decisions that you could have taken in a different way, in a different approach. Okay? So Scorpio, that was your reading. Thank you so much for being here. I'm wishing you a great day. And yeah, see you in the next one. Namaste. Sagittarius. Welcome back, Sagittarius. Welcome to your quick energy check-in. Sag, let's have a look that was my dog. What is going on for you? What is important for you to know right now, Sag? You also have the Death card. Who had the Death card? Cancer, Leo, Virgo. Someone had the Death card. Maybe you can have a look. Maybe this is your rising or moon or whatever sign. So let's have a look. The Death card. I don't know. I don't feel I really want to tell you the same like the other zodiac sign. Let's have the Fool. Wow. Alrighty. So in the back of the deck, we have the Seven of Swords. So the Seven of Swords, let's start with the back of the deck energy because it is going to build up, okay? So the Seven of Swords is, for me, simply talking about learn from the past, okay? And trust your wisdom. Trust your wisdom. Not necessarily your experiences, because sometimes they can be like, oh, I have made a bad experience, that's why I'm never going to do XYZ again. No, this is not what I'm talking about. It is about you know now better because you evolved. So sad, like whatever you're planning to do, You have the Fool and the Death card. First of all, this is like, Sag, for you, it feels like this is like it's a very rich energy that I have here, okay? It's a little bit like your higher self is telling you something like, well, just jump. Just, just leave it behind and just jump. Like, it is the easiest freaking thing to do. And I'm feeling like I'm very interested what this is for you. Because the Fool card, I mean, it's like, it's shining in bright yellow, so much about confidence, of course, ending something karmic. This could be a pattern, a behavior, a group of friends. Oh, sorry, my finger, it looks damaging. I had a small accident, that's why my finger looks like this. And it's like, this is freaking interesting. I mean, do you see the zodiac that had this card in the first? I told them that it's the first time that I see that here is, wait, do you see the castle with the sun? And here is also like the sun. So it feels a little bit like, why does it feel like you're already on the other side and you just need to do the step? Why does it feel like you almost did it? It's like, why does it feel like that what you think, somehow I feel that you might think about a situation, I still need to do X, Y, Z in order to do then this. Whereas whereas in all actuality is actually about, you have already been doing the necessary stuff and now you just need to jump, because the things that you think that you need to do are linked to a pattern that is very old. Think about Sag, really for you, maybe some of you are currently trying to reconsider a move that you have been making many years ago. It's not the move itself, it is the, how do I say this? It's not only your intention, but it's the energy of the move. Okay, think about the consciousness that this move from a long time ago is still carrying. Okay, maybe you need to reinvent this consciousness and trying to light up the other end of the stick, the higher vibration end of the stick of this consciousness, but be aware of it, okay? Have a look at what you're trying to do. Have a look at Sagittarius, have a look at the intention, why you want to do it, this thing that you want to do. Do you want to do it out of refusal, or out of you want to avoid saying or feeling something? Or do you want to do it because you want to approach something, because you want to reach something, because you believe in yourself and that's why you want to reach it, okay? So don't do things out of avoidance, out of anger, out of fear. It's okay to have fear or to have worries about situations, okay? That's not the point. We're not trying to spiritually bypass and just doing like everything is fine always. No, that's not the point. We are crying sometimes. And we sometimes have this feeling of, this is pain, what we're feeling right now. This truth is really painful, but it is important for me to experience, because there is relief behind that. I think this is the most dominant thing. So, Sag, if there is... that's why we had the Five of Swords. Okay. So the Five of Swords, yeah. For you, take the lead, Sag, okay? So the Five of Swords, articulating is so easy. The Five of Swords in combination with those two is really for you talking about, yeah, do the step, but have a look at the intention that you're having before you're doing it. It is not about not taking the step. It is just about ending something that is really not meant to come with you, okay? This is a habit, this is a person, this is a relationship, this is a mindset, this is a belief system. So be freaking honest to yourself, Sag, about that. Because, the point is, it's a little bit like, sometimes we think that if we are honest with ourselves in regards to a certain situation or a person or something like this, we might lose this person or the situation or this beautiful thing that we have right now in front of us. But that's not always the case. The case in here is simply about, are you brave enough? Are you brave and courageous enough to do the step and maybe letting something go? Are you brave and courageous enough? Are you believing enough in yourself to let this thing behind? You see, here are many stories in only 3 cards. Many stories, many possibilities, many options. So feel into it, Sag, okay? Feel into it and ask yourself which of these things are mine, okay? Not just listening to what I say and taking it. Differentiate. This is so important. This is so important, okay? I'm only channeling with my filter, and I do have a filter. When I'm channeling, I'm not 100% channeling source. No, I'm a human being reincarnating on this earth plane with limited self-belief systems, with limited belief systems and confidence issues. And a lot of this, more of this. Okay, so always listen to your heart. I may have the best interest for you, but it is always your responsibility to take it or leave it. Okay? This is the death card. That's our responsibility. Beautiful. Sag, thank you so much for being here. I'm wishing you a great day and a beautiful week, and see you in the next one. Bye. So now we are inviting Capricorn to this beautiful reading. Capricorn, let's have a look. What is the most important message for you? Energy check-in. Where are we right now? Knight of Pentacles. Hermit. Capricorn, for you, I have the feeling that you're currently at a point in your life where you've never been before. It is absolutely, completely, everything is new for you. All of us, we are experiencing this like in one way or the other. For some of us, it's only internal. For some of us, it's only external. Some of us have both. I do have both. But Capricorn, for you, it feels like you are absolutely in regards to your personality and the life that you have been living until now. You know, when I look at the hermit, it's a little bit like, dare to walk this path. Should I dare to do the step? Should I dare to make the change? I mean, this is the Knight of Pentacles. Could be that we're talking here about the job. But the point is here, since we also have the Hermit, it could also about, it could actually predominantly could really talk about your internal, your confidence, and you really being convinced. Not only convinced, but it's like you embody what it is that you want for your future. And the Knight of Pentacles is likes to do this, to do the job, to really to do it, and making that change and creating something different, something new. Okay? But with the Hermit, it's a little bit about you, Capricorn, maybe currently also rediscovering yourself. And going a little bit into introspective and reflection, self reflecting about yourself and about the intention that you first had when you thought, oh, this would be a cool idea, I would love to do this, or this is a good relationship, I would like to be in this, or anything that you can imagine. And this is so collective, Capricorn, because we are all currently having to do with this topic of, okay, this thing that I'm doing right now, is this really me? Is this really representing who I am or who I would like to be? Yes or no? Being very honest with yourself, Capricorn. Wheel of Fortune. Wow. Yeah, Capricorn, sometimes, you know, it looks a little bit like everything is upside down, but in all, actually, it is actually not. It is not, Capricorn, right now, nothing is upside down. I think what is important for you is just to come back to your basics. I think this is very important for you right now, really coming back to your basics and kind of dealing with yourself, you know, not dealing with yourself in terms of dealing with a bad habit. No, this is not, but I mean like really getting into communication with yourself, because you want to speak yourself into this, you want to speak yourself to the point where you're ready to make a shift, to make a change, to create change. We have the background here in complete yellow again. Then we have here orange. This is like very much about how stable am I feeling to really walk this path that I have never been walking before. Probably many other people haven't been walking that path before either, because we are the way showers. That would be nice. The way showers. And I think this is the point. That sometimes we are asking ourselves if we are already ready for this. And Capricorn, take your sweet time. It's okay. Reflect on it. Okay, take your time. Just don't push. Just don't, you know, don't put pressure on yourself. This is not the point. Because when you put pressure on yourself, you're not going to be able to shine that light. Okay, because this is important. It's important for you to not only walk this path, but also to then to shine that light, you know. What is this? Yeah, let's come back to this book, you know, losing your grip like in the collective reading. And sometimes we need to turn inwards a little bit for a little time. And I find this very, very fitting, to be honest, to the situation that the Hermit and this card is really asking you, okay, Capricorn, maybe turn inwards, you know, maybe pull back a little bit. Pull back, take your time, just lie back and ask yourself, okay, this is tough, I know. This is tough. And maybe I don't have to talk at first with anyone about it than just myself. If you have someone to talk about it, just do it. Do it. But it is also totally fine if you're just pulling back and kind of reflecting on, okay, I'm standing here right now, and I would really like to know whether this is still where I intended to go to, or maybe there just needs to be some realignment or reinvention of this thought or this idea or this feeling, this wish, plan, hope, dream. Doesn't matter. But it is worth it. Okay? So have some sort of introspection and have a look at where you're currently at. I think this is the most important point. the fuck is going on today? And really, it's kind of funny, to be honest. It is really funny. So beautiful. Capricorn, thank you so much for being here. I'm wishing you a great day and a beautiful end of the week, and see you in the next one. Namaste. Aquarius, welcome to your energy check-in, your guidance reading. Let's have a look at what is important for you. What is important for Aquarius right now? Knight of Cups. It's a little bit like the themes are repeating and repeating. It's, wow. We have the Lovers in the back of the deck, and we have the Five of Wands. Oh my gosh, I just love this for you. So Aquarius, you might be in a new phase of life. You might be really something where you feel like, dang, that's what I wanted to do. And now you want to bring it to the people with the Five of Wands. The thing is that I think what is right now important for you to know is the love that you have for what it is that you're currently doing will be your advertisement. Pardon, my nose is... Okay, now I got it. The energy that you are... How do I put this? Be aware, Aquarius, that the love that you have for that you do is... in German we say, sie geht dir voraus. I think in English it's a little bit like that this energy is there before you even appeared. So it's very beautiful because let me take some sort of example, okay? My best friend, she is, since a few days, she is officially a yoga teacher. She's an Aquarius. I'm freaking proud of her. It's like I cannot be more happy for her. And this is when she's talking about yoga, it's just she's shining. And she's shining like the sun. And she's shining brightly. It's beautiful. It's beautiful watching and listening her talking about yoga, about the poses, about it's just so rich that you love to be in her environment when she's talking about it. You know, she's lighting up the room. It's beautiful. And this is the point. The Five of Wands is the message for you, Aquarius. You don't need to kind of cut your arm in order to show how great XYZ is. You don't need to do this. You don't need to prove anything to anyone. The only thing that is important for you to do is just keep on doing it. Keep on doing it, because that's your Lovers. This is, wow. And underneath we have the Temperance. I mean, like, Aquarius, this seems to be really something that is giving you a lot of balance and a lot of bliss. A lot of bliss. And just rely on the fact that your light is there before you even entered the room. Okay? It's a very beautiful message. It's about confidence, Aquarius. It's about confidence and trusting that your love for this thing, Aquarius, is worth more than any degree that you have been that you have been receiving in the last days or weeks. Your love is actually, or that light that you are shining is way more important, because that's grid work. That's grid work, Aquarius. That's not only grid work, this is light work. Only by you shining your light. Want to show what you can? Yeah, do it. Do it, Aquarius. Do it. Show everybody what a great inventor you are, what a great personality you have, how beautifully you can show up not only for yourself, but also for this idea that you have. And let it be something on the more altruistic side. Because the rest will come organically, naturally. There's nothing that needs to be forced. There's no 5 of Wands needed. You don't need to prove anything to anyone, but practice and show who you are. Show up and show who you are, Aquarius. So that was your reading. Thank you so much for being here. I'm wishing you a great day. Namaste. Pisces, welcome. Last but not least. Beautiful. So let's have a look at what is important for Pisces. For Pisces is important the 4 of Cups. Interesting. In the back of the deck we have the 7 of Wands. Alrighty. Let's get a third card, please. The Magician. Okay. 7 of Wands and 4 of Cups. So the 4 of Cups is like being too much focused on what went wrong and not being able to perceive the blessings that you're actually kind of being given at this current point in time. Why is it so? Pisces, I feel for you, you're kind of in some sort of, what is this word? Survival mode is what I get. Just trying to keep your head above the water. That's not life. This is not what, and the most important point is that it is not necessary for you to be in a situation like that. The point here, the Magician here is really asking you, Pisces, come back, okay? Pisces, first of all, make some reality check, okay? Let this aside, you know, all your obligations that you have, all your to-dos, whatever errands that needs to be fulfilled, it really doesn't matter, put it aside. Put it aside for the first, okay? And also put aside this feeling that there might be something that is currently here that you might not see because of the fact that there is something in you struggling, okay? And for some of you, it is about, like everyone else, but there is something specific. It is about confidence, because this thing is something that you have been in before. It feels a little bit like, it's so funny because I'm getting pictures. It's a little bit like, again? Why is this happening again? Yeah, this fits totally to, it's like you're saying, yeah, it doesn't surprise me that this is happening again. Anyways, XYZ is also working like shit. And I do feel, I do sense some pessimistic energies. Aquarius, Pisces. The point here is, first of all, welcome to the boat. We are all having those issues with this negative chatter in our head. What I see with you is, I feel some sort of exhaustion for you, Pisces. I do feel like it is important for you to get into balance again. You know, having me time, focusing on yourself. Not only that, because we have here the wands. I'm really asking myself, maybe is there something creative, maybe, that right now is really taking a toll on you, and you feel it's like it's like a riddle that you kind of feel that you cannot solve it. I can tell you, Pisces, I have no idea what this riddle is. I have no idea how it is going to turn out. And that's not the point. You're not meant to know it. But what you're meant to know, Pisces, is that because Pisces is also known as someone who is having trust issues, but maybe trusting, breaking that cycle, and trusting in the magician that you are. Because you are never, and I think this is now the fifth or sixth time that I'm saying this in the reading, but this seems to be a very common theme. You're never stepping twice into the same river. Never. Out of logic. Simply out of logic. So this is a beautiful metaphor. And since we know that microcosm, macrocosm always exists, this is simply an analogy or a metaphor to what I feel is currently going on. I feel that this is the Four of Cups. Didn't work out the previous time. Oh, why the heck is all of this stuff going on? I'm feeling like I'm in survival mode. I'm feeling like I just trying to like defend my current life, besides the fact that I feel like, where am I living right now? I mean, like living in a sense of I'm happy, I'm joyful, I do what I love. If you feel a lack of that, bring it back to life. Bring it back to yourself. It's your responsibility. It's your responsibility to bring it back. Bring back joy into your life. Leave this and this aside at first. This has time. It absolutely has time, Pisces, because you will prolong the situation as long as you are not coming back to yourself. Not coming back to yourself in terms of maybe meditating, being honest with yourself, whether this, what you're currently living, is exactly what you want, because there seems to be something out of balance. Within or without you, or both, because it's within, then there is something without you out of balance, which would make absolute sense. Have a check in and be honest with yourself, Pisces. Very honest, because there you will find relief. Seriously, always. You will always find a relief in you being naked and honest. Okay? There you will find the biggest relief. Is it always the easiest thing? Frick not. Absolutely not. It is not the easiest thing. I know that. I know. And nobody's pushing you. But if you're asking for advice, feel yourself first. Answer yourself those ugly questions that we actually don't want to answer because they might have hidden pain, or maybe it pains when we answer them. But it's not about the outcome in the end. It is about us being courageous and brave over and over and over and over again, and answering ourselves those ugly questions that we are usually afraid to ask. But that's now what we're heading towards. Honesty. First and foremost, towards ourselves, with ourselves and within ourselves. And then going out. This is important. Beautiful Pisces. Thank you so much for being here. I am wishing you a great week, a wonderful day, and see you in the next one. Namaste.